Yeah. Good evening, everyone, or good morning for those that may be listening in the morning or whenever you want to listen in on this call. My name is Kimberly James. I'm the council person for Ward 1, and this is the monthly ward meeting. And I have my bib on. I'm in the building at 696 Main Street, and I like to call it our subject matter experts that we have on the call with us today. And so we do have a resident in the building with us. Thank you, Ms. Franklin, for joining us today. But we're going to go ahead and get started right away. Not going to prolong the time. Again, I want to thank you all for being present with us. Dr. Cooper, I'm gonna come with you last. If that's okay? Is that good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, great. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with Director Jinks from our Public Works Department. Sir, if you can give us any updates.
Well, of course, everybody knows it's hot outside, so y'all be careful when you're outside. Guys are taking extra precautions, taking extra breaks. We've got some Gatorade and water rotating out, making sure they're staying hydrated, because I don't need nobody getting heat stroke. Mainly concentrating on grass and flowers. And one of the things that the residents may see this week was on Tuesday, Waste Management had some major issues, so they're running almost 1 day behind. So if your garbage or your recyclables or your organics did not get picked up on the scheduled day, just leave them on the street and they will be picked up. They say they should have it done by tomorrow afternoon. If not, you may see them out on Saturdays. But I have all divisions taking care of the right-of-ways and the parks. And as Parks and Leisure probably say, we got a busy weekend. So be safe, stay cool, get in the shade when you can. And other than that, we're just out there trying to keep the city of Forest Park the cleanest city in the state of Georgia. And that's it.
All right, thank you, sir, for that information. We're gonna move on to our police department. We have Major Johnson and her team on the line with us. Major Johnson, you have the floor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Good afternoon to everyone, and thanks for having us at this meeting. Just to give you an overall synopsis of what we've been dealing with in the city. Of course, the weather, the heat is very hot outside, as we all know, and we're definitely staying hydrated and being safe from that standpoint. Where crime is concerned, we just have the typical crime that we usually have in the city. Probably the majority of things that we're dealing with is crime against persons. People, tend to have issues with resolving simple conflicts. So we have quite a few domestic violence calls that we respond to. Lately, we've had a couple of robberies, and thanks to the special response team, who is available at the drop of the hat. Of course, Chief Clark put this team together, which is a great team. He calls them on a dime, and they are there on a dime. And they have been very instrumental in helping the Criminal Investigations Division. I have Captain Davis here, who has been out working as well, hitting the streets, combating, fighting crime. SRT has been there for the patrol division as well. To be more specific, Captain Davis is going to share with you more specifically some things that have been going on in Ward 1.
Thank you. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Councilwoman James, good afternoon. Ward 1, we've run the offenses for the month of April and May. The things that I'm going to share particularly are offenses that the crimes against property per se, and I feel that the citizens are really concerned when when there are issues pertaining to burglaries, entering autos, and of course, all offenses are priority. But for the month of April, we had 2 residential burglaries in Ward 1, 3 entering autos. In the month of May, there was 3 burglaries and 2 entering autos. Particularly now because school is out, so we have a lot of young people, and not that I'm saying that our youth are any more criminally oriented than adults, but it's definitely something that that we focus on in ensuring that they stay on the right track. As we patrol Ward 1, the city, when we see the young people walking about, we're engaging them, talking with them, basically directing to ensure that they're doing the right thing. Of course, patrol is what we do, that order maintenance, staying in the area, being vigilant, talking with the residents, reminding them the importance of working with us, being the eyes and ears to assist us in ensuring that we keep our community safe. We realize that quality of life is important, but it takes all of us working together to ensure that we accomplish that. The entering autos, in many respects, it's folk not keeping their doors locked. It's those simple things like that. Speaking with them and encouraging them that not to have a false sense of security, understanding that crime in many respects are crimes of opportunity. And so we want to be mindful to ensure that we're doing what we can at our level, I should say what the citizens can at their level to help curtail and combat the things that we are dealing with in our community. That's what I have to share at this point, ma'am. And if there's any questions, please address them at this time.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We're going to take questions at the end, so we're going to continue to move on. I don't know, Mr. Abraham, are you ready for your report? So we have in-house with us Mr. Abraham from our Economic Development Department. Come on up, Director Abraham.
Here we are. Thank you, Ms. James, for inviting me over this evening. I'd like to say thank you to a person who shows up to all these meetings and comes to all the council people. She's a friend of mine. Carolyn Franklin's in the back of the room. She's a real show up. She knows about the city problem than anybody else. So thanks for coming again tonight, Carolyn. I believe it's in your ward, Councilwoman James, that there's a meeting next week of Clayton County, and there will be a bus tour of Clayton County. There'll be 35 people on the bus. It will start here at the Georgia Power facility. It will tour Clayton County, and they'll end up here in Forest Park, and we'll show them sites on Main Street. It's part of the Main Street redevelopment project, and it'll end up back here. So the mayor will be there to greet everybody and kick that off for Clayton County. Zaxby's, we're still working up here in Main Street to get the Zaxby's deal going. There's some little bit of glitches and permitting with the county, but we're all on hands on deck trying to fix that. We have finished remodeling 751, 771 Main Street down here, these buildings. We want to have a grand reopening. We're trying to figure that. It's just so doggone hot. We're going to have it outside in the deck that we built. So we'll let you know about that and love for you to show up. Let me see. Down at Fort Gillem, we're about sold out of property. We've got contracts on just about all the property down there. We have a real nice deal that's we're under non-disclosure agreement about that's going to be a very, very nice job creator for that area. And after Labor Day, they're going to make an announcement. And while I'm thinking about that, I'd like to congratulate Councilwoman James for being the chair. She was appointed chair of the Urban Redevelopment Agency here recently. So now she is the person in charge at Fort Gillem. Let me see. We had an economic development retreat a couple weeks ago. The three authorities put that together. There are a couple of priorities that came out of that. One of the priorities was new housing for this area for people to move in here and live. Another priority was for better places to eat and more retail, especially up on Main Street. So we're going to do some programs to try to focus on things like that to make those things happen. Let me see. I think that's about it. Just so you'll know, we're still getting calls from people. Got a call from a big hotel today that we're looking for a site for them. We get calls from a lot of training facilities. We get calls from a lot of job training facilities. People want to be here. So we're still getting calls from folks wanting to locate in Forest Park. I'll just tell you, it's just hard because there's just not a lot of property left. This buildings are full. All the buildings at land sold to Gillem. There's it's a challenge to find locations for people. So, but thank you for your time and see you later.
Thank you so much, Director Abraham. Appreciate that. We have, let's see, Ms. Lewis is our Deputy Director of HR. Ms. Lewis, can you give us some updates, please?
Yes, we have some exciting positions open. Good evening, everyone. And I'm going to run through a list of the positions that we're currently hiring for. The first one is Director of Planning and Community Development. The next one is we're looking for a mechanic for our Public Works Department. We're always looking for police officers. We do have a few openings for that. And we're looking for a communication operator part-time. That's a 911 operator in the police department. The police department is also looking for an office coordinator / accreditation and quality assurance person. They're also looking for a management analyst that can do grants. The fire department is hiring for firefighter paramedics and also for firefighter EMTs. We're looking for a full-time communications operator. The Public Works Department is currently hiring for a heavy equipment operator. For that position, you must possess a CDL, valid CDL driver's license. And we're also hiring for maintenance workers. If you're interested in any of these positions, you're welcome to go on our website and create an account, and that's www.forestparkga.gov. And you click on departments, and then you choose human resources, and then you click on job opportunities, apply now. And that will give you the opportunity, if you'd like to upload a resume and a cover letter. If you need help with any of these, please give us a call at 404-608-2347. And thank you, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lewis. I believe we have Mr. Torres from our zoning department. Are you the representative for our zoning department, sir?
I am today, yes. Ken Fleming, yes. Our supervisor, is on vacation. And we have in the wards that your ward, which I am a part of proudly. We have 51, we had 51 violations. 36 of those were resolved, 15 remain in progress. And as always, educating the public in what can or cannot be done. And so that's my report for today.
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. We do have some fine folks in the audience, by the way. You all can't see them, but we have some fine folks here with us. Yay! Thank you. Dr. Cooper, you have any updates or comments, sir?
I just want to say thank you for everyone coming tonight. Just wanted to let everyone know, if you didn't know, June 6th, Council passed a balanced budget for the next year. So come July 1st, we have a balanced budget that will move us into hopefully the 21st century and beyond, with some exciting things to come in the city. We did separate our court from the PD, so we do have a separate court now. And you know, it's just going to be an exciting time this coming year. I look forward to this new year with the city of Forest Park. But I did want to say, with all this heat, I hear everyone talk about the air condition and everything. Please do not forget about the pets. Please
yes.
do not take your pets out and let them walk in this heat. They burn their pads on their feet, and make sure they have plenty of water. I know I heard Bobby say about the Gatorade. Yeah, I know we did that, but please make sure your pets have plenty to drink and plenty to eat. If they're like my dog, they're not gonna go outside anyway. But please just don't forget about them. And that's all I have. Thank you, Councilwoman.
Yes, thank you, thank you. And I know I have Ms. Dixon here before we open it up for questions or comments from those that are here. Ms. Dixon, you can come give us an update.
Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for coming to the Forest Park Ward meeting hosted by our Councilwoman Kimberly James from Ward 1. We really appreciate you taking the time out to keep this community engaged and involved. I come with some updated information. We have a full weekend of activities. We have this Friday, we have Fun Friday from 7 to 11. We'll be in Star Park. We have Juneteenth celebration will kick off on Saturday as well. We have the Walk with the Mayor. The Walk with the Mayor will be at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. It'll be from 9 to 10. And they'll meet in front of the amphitheater for the Walk with the Mayor. The Juneteenth celebration will kick off promptly at 4 o'clock. So vendors will set up at 2, but the Juneteenth celebration will start promptly at 4. Then Sunday, they will have activities in the park as well. That will be at 4 o'clock as well. Vendors will check in at 2. The swimming pool will be open as well. So make sure if you want to catch a dip in the pool, please go onto the website to check availability and times. You also have the option of maybe booking the pool for summer activity. We will have a game activity in the park, a family game night to bring out the family and friends. That game night will be on June 30th from 6 to 8 in the park. And the kids enjoy that. We have game trucks. We have a lot of different activities for them to do. We also have a scuba diver class that you also can register for. So it's pretty cool if you're taking some summer trips and you want to get a heads up on knowing how to scuba dive before you get on to that summer vacation trip. We're also registering for Summer Madness. So if you want to play some basketball, they have that registration going on right now in recreation for $20. And you can go onto the recreation website for that. But we look forward to seeing you out and about in the community this weekend. Just remember to stay safe, drink plenty of water. Remember to check your car front and back to make sure you don't leave any valuable people in the car, whether it's the children, the dogs, or also your valuables, because unfortunately, crime is up all around us. And if we do our part by checking ourselves and around us, we'll kind of keep it a little safer. Please remember, we also have council meeting coming up on Tuesday. We will be closed on Monday for Juneteenth celebration, but we will have council meeting and City Hall will be open back up on Tuesday. So we look forward to seeing you, and y'all have a great week. Be safe, stay hydrated.
Thank you, Ms. Dixon. So everyone pretty much stole everything I was going to say. The only additional thing that I have on here that I wanted to speak about is we are trying to do murals around the city. So we're going to try to put together mural committees to get your input as to what you want to see. We want to brighten up our city, make it a little lively. Let's see what else. Tanisha spoke about the holiday on Monday, the city offices being closed. So right now, while we have the directors and our experts on the line, do we have any questions? We'll continue the conversation after we close everything down, but do we have any questions of any of our directors that's on the line with us before we close out? Yes, yes. Or any, yes, come on up.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Robert Jackson. Since our wonderful governor passed this nice little thing that people can just walk around with firearms like it's a Western, on Hendricks, a lot of young people now riding up and down the street with their guns on their sides, on bikes, and things of that nature. They have more guns than they have pants on their behinds, and they're not necessarily. I think they're actually looking for trouble. How do we plan to deal with this situation? What's the and I feel sorry for our law enforcement officers, for you guys, because you all are going to probably have to face it more than I am. But what are we planning to do as a city to deal with that?
Well, first of all, it is definitely very frustrating for law enforcement to have to deal with people that are open carrying and all types of weapons. But you have to be a certain age to carry a weapon. And we are definitely focusing on juveniles that are in the streets that may be carrying these weapons. And as we come across them, as we hear calls about citizens concerned with juveniles who may be armed, we're definitely going to deal with those cases on a case by case as they come up. And it's very unfortunate that we're living in a time where guns are more important than education. And it's just a really difficult situation for law enforcement to deal with when you have laws that are supporting their second right amendments. But I assure you, as these incidents come up, as we're notified, as we're on patrol and we're seeing these type issues, we will deal with these issues promptly.
Okay. Well, you guys just be careful, because a lot of them I've seen are also have their handguns and they got banana clip. I don't know why they need all that type of
Exactly.
firearm, but they do have the banana clips in, and they kind of, I don't know, I think they're kind of losing their mind a little bit.
Well, I mean, if you see these type situations going on, please do not hesitate to give us a call.
You got it. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from anyone? So I will say too that I had a call from one of my residents that told me about a shell that they found in their driveway. So I just want to remind those people that feel like they need to shoot up in the air or whatever, what goes up, it's got to come down. And we need to make sure that people are aware not to, I don't know, it's just crazy, So if you hear gunshots or hear fire, just don't hesitate to call our PD. They'll be on the case and see if we can apprehend whoever is causing the disturbance or what have you. But with that said, I'm not going to hold everyone. We have refreshments in the room, so y'all don't get none, those that are virtual, that are online. But again, I want to thank you all for showing up. You all are the experts in the city of Forest Park. You all are what make the city great. And so I want to appreciate you all, and you all have a great evening.
You too. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Councilwoman James.
Thank you for having us.
Night.